For the last almost 12 months, I've been researching ways how to become more confident, more independent, and more at ease with ourselves, with myself, because I caught myself in the past being controlling, wanting to do everything by myself. Sometimes in controlling relationship, gentle jealousy. If my husband would look at another woman, which apparently a lot of people have that, men and women. But I came to a place of being sick of it and wanted to know, okay, I did have a tough childhood, went through a war, had an eating disorder, was a fat child, got bullied, etc., etc., etc. So yeah, I had trauma in my life, but so did many other people. And I started looking for evidence that maybe it's possible to learn trust, especially if there are incredibly amazing reasons to trust. So for me, there was no reason to be insecure or to be jealous because facts were showing everything was pretty awesome, and I was ready and desperate really to develop the skill of appreciating the good thing that I had in my life. So I had to dig even deeper. I did a lot of work, and if you're watching videos like this, I'm pretty sure you also read many books. Now, the one thing that makes a huge difference is action. When we are able to act, to demonstrate what we know, that's when we are moving forward, creating quantum leaps and are able to change. So first it all starts in our mind, imagining ourselves to be more loving, more trusting, less controlling, less judgmental towards ourselves, towards others. And so it starts. We start looking for evidence that it's possible. We start researching people and stories and cases that it is possible to continue developing even if you're an adult. And it is possible. So I'd love to share with you what I've been researching for the last, almost 12 months. And I'll be recording a series of videos with the highest intention from my side is for you to feel so happy, so fulfilled, so in your purpose that you're just forget to be sad and insecure and jealous, because you are living in a state of confidence, of authenticity. And these things that you read and that you hear, they work when you work them. That means when you implement and try them and experiment with them for, let's say, a month, because you can't create a fit, healthy body after 2 days. And it takes about 21 to 28 days to create a new habit, a little bit faster if we use also meditation, hypnosis, NLP, and HNLP, which I will also share with you a bit later. So the first video is about the thing that for me was quite big, and that is make the decision that you want to feel different. So make the decision that you want to feel different, make the decision that you want to feel more confident, and write it down. Handwriting your goals. So grabbing a pen and a journal. So I will encourage you more than ever to get a journal, get many journals, small ones, big ones, fill it up, especially every morning, 10 minutes. It was a big game changer for me, writing everything down that I thought, how I felt when I woke up. Did I feel grumpy or overwhelmed because there's so much happening in front of me, which I chose to do. So journaling, I feel, increased the communication I had with myself, with my partner, with the other people around that I communicate. And it brought me to a place of, I had a routine of some complaining about certain things or certain people. And because I was journaling about them, I just got sick of it. I got sick of complaining. So was starting to, all right, great. So how do I want to feel? And then I was starting writing about that. How do I want to feel? What is good in my life right now? Which many people call gratitude and appreciation journal. What is my current and past achievements? And I will write that down. So when you handwrite things, it brings another element of power behind it because it's something physical. You're taking your life back into your hands. You're sitting down with yourself, investing time in yourself. So it's a very powerful practice. Journal and make the decision. Write down your ideal outcome, which is ideal for you. How do you want to feel every day or most of days? What do you want to experience in your relationships, in your career, in your health? any area of your life, controversial, and basically go wild. So go big, go wild, write down things that you can imagine could be the biggest and most beautiful things that you could live and you could experience. So there's something happens on a energetic, neurological, physical level when we handwrite our goals, when we give ourselves a deadline and actionable steps. So again, I will always refer back to actions. It makes the biggest difference when we do the actions rather than just thinking about it and just visualizing it. Writing it down is part of the action, but then it's actually getting out there, feeling the fear, doing it anyway. And remember the quote, to know and not to do is not to know. And so that's it. Doing the action is when you, number one, know. Once you make the decision what your ideal outcome is, write it down. Know what makes you happy. You don't have to be like, oh my god, what if this is not what I want in 20 years? It doesn't matter what it is. What is it what you want right now? So grab a pen, grab a paper, write down your ideal outcome and outcomes. What do you want? By when? How will you feel when you have achieved your ideal outcome? How will you know you have achieved it? What evidence will you see? What evidence will you hear and feel and know in your life? So write that down. When I have achieved the goal, I am seeing this and this. I am hearing this and this. I am feeling this and this. And you can even draw pictures, use colors, be really creative. Because as adults, we sometimes forget to be creative. And we get too serious and, oh my god, it's like so childish. You can still do your serious jobs, but when we awaken our creative and playful part of us, we just bring more joy and vitality into our lives. We might even feel and look younger because we are awakening the life energy. So draw pictures. How does it look when you are living your ideal outcome? Draw yourself with the people, with the things in your life, with the career in your life. And once you have written it down, the next step is to start visualizing it. So that means you can use it in meditation. Some people can visualize with their eyes open, and that's okay. But I like to do it with my eyes closed. I have defined my current ideal outcome that will make me happy and at peace and confident. And sometimes it's just like, I want to feel confident in my work and when I do public talks. And then we go into the visualization practice, which so many materials are writing about it. One of my favorites is Psycho-Cybernetics by Dr. Maxwell Maltz. And you've got written it down, you know what you desire, and you use all your senses. So when you're sitting with yourself, 5, 10, 20 minutes, 30 minutes if you can, but even if you can just do 5 minutes, this is an awesome start. And you start visualizing yourself as if you are living your ideal outcome. You see yourself as happy, as confident, as fulfilled, as doing what you want to do, as looking the way you want to look, as responding the way you want to respond rather than reacting. And so imagine you are actually feeling it right now, and do and include as much as you can. So make it really bright and vivid, put it right in front of your face, blow it up to be life size or bigger than life size, and feel the feelings in your whole body. Imagine your body is tingling with those feelings of, what, I am living my ideal day, I'm living my ideal life, and this is how it feels. And then feel those emotions, especially just before you go to bed and right after you wake up, because these are the 2 times where we can most powerfully influence our subconscious mind. We can basically do auto suggestions, and we can program ourselves so that our reactiveness is pre-prepared before we go to bed and processed while we sleep, and we prepare ourselves for the day, and we are more likely to respond to our preparedness or our intentions. So setting intention can be part of this morning practice. This is how I will feel. And we will start also noticing what's happening around us. So if you have your ideal outcome defined, you have know by when, it should be a SMART goal, which I've mentioned in one of my previous videos. And then it's just doing it. Do the acts. It will make you more aware of what is going around you. You will realize opportunities that are around you. And visualize. And once you visualize every day, you will get familiar with the feeling that you want to feel. So anytime you don't feel that way, you know you're out of alignment. You are moving away from what you truly want. And one of my favorite definitions of true success is doing what you want to do, when you want to do it, with whom you want to do it, and also the second definition of a true success is doing what you said you would do, because that gives us confidence. We are in integrity with ourselves. We are true to ourselves. We build trust towards ourselves. So when we trust ourselves, it is easier to trust other people. And so this would be one big, awesome, juicy step towards creating a more independent, more confident, less judgmental, less jealous version of ourselves. And as I always say, give it a go. Do the visualization, write down your ideal outcome, do it every day for about 21 to 28 days, and share what your outcomes are. How would you love to feel? What would you love to achieve or do or have? And get in touch with me after you've tried it for a few days. If you can, 21 days in a row, and you will start feeling different. Stay tuned, subscribe to the channel, because a lot of videos will come up. The research I've done for the last 12 months have changed myself, my life, and people that I work with, becoming more aware of what I want and who I want to be, and realizing my highest purpose is I love doing this. I love working with people. I love serving people. I love uplifting people, because I'm a powerlifter, so it's quite natural for me. I love empowering people. And I'll send you a lot of love right now here from Fort Lauderdale in Florida. Loving it so much here in America. First time, and I feel like home. Lots of love. My name is Miliana Demori, and I look forward to chatting with you. Mwah.